Alright, here we go in the re-sign phase. Yeah, so we had a pretty interesting draft. We didn't get anybody outstandingly good, but, you know, we got a lot of potentially good people in years to come. So let's go to our contracts. James Vance, oh man, 88 overall. Yeah, buy out James Vance. Yeah, that would be a great idea, wouldn't it? All expiring. Yeah, so again, I just don't want these aging players on our team because we might have made it to the playoffs last year, but like we're not really like ready to compete. So I'm gonna pass on re-signing all the old players, like 31 years old, 36 years old. I'm gonna release them right away, especially the 36-year-old, because yeah, they're pretty old. I don't mind the 28-year-old. You know, that's going to be the max, is 28 years old. So we're going to offer him a contract. Does he want one? Yeah, everybody wants a contract extension. That makes my life a whole lot easier. So 3 years at $2 million. You want an extension, so we're bumping you back down to, we'll give you 2.5. Jesper Fast, and now he's going to be a good prospect at 79 overall. So honestly, I want to give him a few more years. We're going to give him a 5-year deal at 1.3. That sounds great to me, because if he gets good, that's going to be a nice contract. Now Klimchuk, I mean, you want 2 years? That's a great deal, buddy. That's a great deal. Tobias Ryder, yeah, you better want. That's not going to work, buddy. You're worthless. I don't know why you want more than that. All right. And Rudolph. What do you want, Rudolph? That's a great contract, buddy. That's great. And now who do we got here? You think Capo Caco would play in the AHL? I'm going to have to take a look at that. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But that's everybody we needed to sign. So let's take a look here. 63 overall. I'm going to take... I'll take these. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, a low top 4, we'll sign him. I mean, he's a medium elite. You know, I'm going to sign him too. I want him to play in the AHL. And now 61 overall, we'll sign you as well. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the unsigned players. Because I want to know more about these guys before I go and sign them. And then, yeah, I want to know a little bit more. It's because they could turn out like these two right here, where it's AHL players. Oh, yeah. All right. So that's it for the unsigned players. We have a lot of unsigned players. Let's get to the goalies. Do we have any? Yeah, so Knights is 61 now. I'll sign him. Get him playing in the AHL. Alright. And if everybody says yes to this, that makes the re-sign phase very easy this year. Actually, let me double check the goalie, because I always forget to re-sign the goalies. No, see, we're fine. Next year is going to be a predicament with both of our goalies going in the... they're going to have their contract expired. But for now we're fine. And Grubauer is at an 85. I thought he was at an 84 or 83. I didn't know he was at an 85. I see you, Grubauer. Alright. Let's see how it goes. Come on, everybody, please. Accepted. Oh, Tobias rejected. Fast rejected. Okay. Alright, yeah, look at that. See, I don't mind that. Now let me go back to my contracts. I mean, how much space do we have? How much space do we have to work with for these guys? We have plenty of space. So you know what? I'll give you 2.7 for 2 years. Give you 2.7 for 2 years. Get you up to 30 years old. And now you, I mean, in all seriousness, sure, why not? And now I don't want to lose the low elite, so I'm just going to sign him. He's probably not going to be playing, but, I mean, if he hits like a growth spurt and potential, I don't want to lose him. So, yeah, and other than that, that would be it for us here. Let's see if they say yes to that. I mean, they better say yes to those 2 deals. Those were rejected. Alright, I mean, goodbye. Goodbye, Tobias. We don't really need him anyway. We can always find somebody to replace him in the free agency. We have a lot of cap space to work with. Goodbye. Alright. Sim to free agency. Alright. Oh, the following have not been renewed. Oh, I forgot to renew the scouts. Oh, dang. Alright. Well, let me do that real quick. Let me get the scouts done, and then I'll get back to you guys. Alright, I just signed 2 scouts, or I gave them deals at least. Just 2 of them. We only lost 2, so I'm only going to sign 2 back, but I want to take a look at how we're looking in the for just our rosters. So we got a good first line center in Duchesne. He's good. Oh, so he's the second line now. He's the second line. But, you know, 86 overall, it'll get the job done for now. 81 Adam Lowry, Colton Sissons, and Beagle. I want, like, maybe another mid-80s for the second line. Maybe a lower 80s, you know, that would work for centers. For left wingers, James Vance is killing the game. And Anders Lee behind him on the second line. If only that could be so, but we probably will need to play Anders Lee on the first line because our right wingers, yeah, we have Silverberg. So, if we could, I would like to sign a good right winger and put Anders Lee on the left wing on the second line, and then have a good second line center. And then other than that, I think we'll be fine for offense. But for defense, we're definitely... Where did all of our players go here? I'm confused. I'm very confused. Oh, they're still here. They're just... I didn't realize how bad our defense were. Oh, man. I thought we had like an 85 or something. I guess... I don't know what happened. Those are big contracts for 83 overalls. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I'd prefer another defenseman too then, I guess. Seeing as how our third best defenseman's not even an 80. Alright. Yeah. So, defenseman, second line forward, and first line right wing. But then again, we're still rebuilding. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Let's see who's available first. Oh man, alright. There's the first line center right there at Backstrom, and we have enough cap space to afford him. I think, could we make a cup run? We made the playoffs last season. We made the playoffs. We just need a little more oomph in our game to really, like, get there. And then I'm doing it. Let's see how we do this. I'm giving him for 5 years. Oh, he's already 32 years old. What do you mean 5 years? Okay. I'll give him like 4 years. 4 years is still pushing it, but I'll give you that for 4 years. Then we wanted that first line right winger. Tyler Toffoli, it says he's a second line, but I would rather, Anders Lee or Tyler Toffoli? Because if we put Anders Lee on the first line, and actually, I don't know if I would prefer... Oh, I don't know why it's sorting by salary expected. We can go by overall. Yes. So we got a lot of 85 overalls. I want... For the second line, we're going to have... Ideally, we're going to have... Oh, we need a second line center. We still need to get one. And that can be Gronlund. And if that's Gronlund, he's a playmaker. So let's give him a contract. He wants 4 years. That's great. That's great. We'll give him 6.5. 6.6. Give him 6.6 to really elevate over everyone else giving him contracts. So now we have... Oh, dang. We didn't really need to give him a contract, but, you know, now we did. So we got him. And honestly, that could be it, because we can just play Gronlund on the wing. Or, yeah, Gronlund on the wing. So now defensively, I don't see... Okay, that would make him 37. I think Justin Falk would be a better idea. So let me give you a contract here, Justin Falk. How does 6.2 sound? 6.15. 6.15. And honestly, I want an 84. You know, I want a top 4. 84 sounds good to me. I don't want a defensive defenseman though. Let me just go in defenseman. How about goalies? Who's available for goalies? Because we have an 85 overall goalie, but imagine if we could get Holtby. Dude, we're going all in. How many? I'm afraid we're going to run out of cap space, though. You know, I'm going to get Holtby, and then... How does that sound, buddy? 6.1 for 7 years. And then I'm going to see what we have left. I'm going to see who signs with us at the... I believe it's usually at the 6-day mark when all the big names decide to sign. We got contract with the scout. Contract with the scout. Alright. This is going to make me nervous. We could really go from rebuilding... Honestly, I'm accepting this. Reed Boucher is really... He's become an AHL forward for us. And that's going up 2 rounds. Oh yeah, I'm not saying no to that. Alright, yeah, but we could really go from rebuilding to a champion. Justin Falk, Gronlund, Backstrom. Oh, Holtby said no. Holtby said no. Okay. I was really looking forward to Holtby. But we still have $10 million to use. And we could still get Fleury. Fleury isn't a bad deal at 88 overall. And you kidding me? He only wants... You kidding me? That's great, dude. That's great. That contract is like nothing. I'll give you $4.5 million for 2 years. That's nothing. And if we just gave him 4.5, that means we have around $6 million to spend on a defender. Like I wanted a different defenseman for our like top 4. No, I don't, because he's an 82 overall. And yeah, we don't really need any more. So honestly, I think we're good. If he says yes, I think we're good. But do we have any like... we have a low elite possibly. Or a top 6. He's 25 years old though. 53 overall. 67 overall. 20-year-old. Is he a real named person with a face? Yeah, he has a face. So we're going to say no to him. RFA's here. 25 years old. De La Rose. Interesting. Yeah, so we're fine. We're fine here. Let's see if they're going to say yes to us. Sim a couple more days. Fleury accepted. Alright. This is a grand reveal. Are we a champion? We're a contender. Okay, we're a contender. I don't see how we're not a champion. Our first line is going to be Backstrom, James Vance, and either Anders Lee or Gronlund. That's crazy to me. That's a great first line. But we're just gonna, honestly, I'm gonna be right back. Just edited the jerseys. I'm gonna have the grand reveal in the last preseason game we have. So with that being said, I want to edit up the trade block real quick, and then I'm going to sim to the start of the preseason. And if any interesting trades come up, I'll be sure to share them with you. So the Ducks just sent me this trade right here. Our defensive defenseman here that we already have a ton of, 79 overall, top 6D for Andrew Cogliano. A third line checking forward that's 80 overall. The only downside I see is that his contract is a little hefty at $3.2 million. But like, it's 1 year left. He's an 80 overall compared to a 79. I know it just bumps it up one, but he's a forward compared to our defense. And if we lose him, essentially, we're literally just going to go down 1 point overall, because we still have these 78 overalls we can bring up. Like, we're probably just going to bring him up right here. It's pretty much going to be the exact same player, a little younger too. So I don't see a downside to this trade, and getting Cogliano would mean that our forward situation, he would probably play on our last pair. Like, this would be our first line per se, second line 1 2 3, third line 1 2 3. And like, I mean, around here, all these 78 overalls, or even the 79, it would be bumped up to an 80. So that's a +2 technically, if you want to look at it that way. So I think this is going to be a good trade for us. So I want to say yes to this, and I'll get back to the simulation. That one trade was pretty much the only interesting trades we have. So now looking at our lines, I can say I am happy with this. So James Vance with Backstrom and Anders Lee, I like it. It's how I want the future to look like, you know, with James Vance scoring, we got an assister, and then we got a power forward or a grinder just running around hitting everybody. Second line's looking good too. We got Gronlund, Duchesne, Silverberg, two snipers, with Duchesne setting everybody up with he had a lot of assists last year, so that's going to look good. And on the third line, I mean, you know, it's going to look good. Scoring, checking, fourth line, checking. So I like it, in all seriousness. I like our lines this year. I do. I wish we had a better center, but Harikula 79 overall, huh? Wow, would you look at that? Roster moves right now. Let's bring Harikula up, boys. Let's go. Welcome to the NHL. Send Beagle down. I still need to turn injuries off, and that way I'll send our two scratched players down to the AHL too. But looking at our NHL lines, I don't know why they put Sissons in here when we could clearly have Harikula, the playmaker, on the fourth line. The third line scoring forward. Oh yeah. Playing alongside the two checking forwards, yeah. I mean, these two are scoring forwards, right? Yeah, let's just make this a good line. Bring him up to the third line. Look at that. This is going to be killer. Look, we got the sniper, playmaker sniper, two-way forward line. We got like 3 scoring lines, and then our fourth line is pretty much just the shutdown line. I'm liking it. Defensively, Larson Falk, he's up to an 80. I mean, I'm going to have to look this over a little bit, because I want... Oh man, we have a defensive defenseman everywhere. I want it to look like this. We got 2 offensive defensemen here. And then I kind of want to make some... I'm going to have to make a trade or two, because I want a 2-way defenseman. Unless, is anyone jumped up high enough on here? No. He's kind of disappointing me at this point. 68 overall. Not looking too good. Ruslan Babkov is in the AHL roster. Good thing we signed him. Horkov's looking good too, with 63. So yeah, that's pretty much it for our NHL lines. The goalies, of course. Okay, Fleury went down 1 point overall, up down to an 87, but he's still a starting goalie. Like, 87 is still pretty good. Don't get me wrong here. Do we have anyone? Yeah, we just have those 2 scratched. Not a big deal. But I like these lines a lot. I'm going to turn injuries off so I don't have to auto and it would ruin everything. I like it. Other than that one change defensively, I think our roster is pretty ideal. Looking at the AHL, we got Klimchuk, Beagle, Kirby Reichel. I'm going to move... He's a 77 now. Look at that. 4th line forward. Wow. And is he a top 6? He is a top 6. Okay, that's what we thought. I'm going to move Tursunbayev up, play alongside him. Rory, I'm going to move up to the first line, get some good minutes. I wish he grew more. I do wish he grew more. But, you know, can't really complain. Cannot complain with that. So, looking at this, I just want to move people around because I want the most growth possible out of the younger forwards. But, like, he's only 63 overall, so I don't want to put him too far ahead of everybody else. Like, he's an other forward. He shouldn't even be really here. But, like, Ginning, I'm going to move up to the first line, bring Shen down. Rocky, he's a 7th D, so I don't really care about him. And then Bobkov is only a 61. Horkov, honestly, move up there. I don't want to move Shen down to the last line because he is a 78 overall. But Horkov definitely has some potential here. Could probably be a low top 4D compared to Rocky here, who's going to be a 7th D. And looking at our goalies, oh, Korpisalo's in the AHL, yeah. So we could probably have a good deal, and we could trade Korpisalo and one of our NHL defensemen for like a better two-way defenseman, because we have some goalies that I would like to play, like 63 overall Matthew Knight we can play, or this goalie here we could play. Other than that, yeah. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to work a trade together, and actually our captains are going to have to change, right? No, but they don't have to change. Yeah, no, they don't have to change at all. So upon looking around the NHL for just a little bit, I realized that they want Adam Larsson, and they have, I mean, they don't have him on the block, but they have Rasmus Andersson here, 23 years old, 83 overall, which is exactly what he is. And best of all, he's a two-way defender. And it looks like their trade value is pretty equal. They might have us a little bit, obviously, seeing as how he's a lot younger. But let's see. Yeah, rejected. So you know what? I took Korpisalo off, but I'm going to add him back on just because we really don't need him. He's in the AHL, and we're going to turn injuries off. So there's no point in having Korpisalo. So now they should definitely say yes to this. That's, honestly, we could get a draft pick from here. I'm going to get a draft pick. And they need Korpisalo too. Look at their goaltending situation. I'm going to try for a third. If they don't say third, I'm just going to keep going down. Proposed trade? Okay. I was kind of hoping for the third. It looked like we still had the advantage a little bit. So let's just go for a fourth. You know, we don't need a lot of draft picks. No? Really? Can we get a fifth? Really? Okay, well, whatever. So we got what we wanted. We did exactly what I said I was going to. And now let's take a revised look at our lines if I would hit the right button. Alright, and here is our NHL line. We got Vance, Backstrom, Lee. Good combo right there. Gronlund, Duchesne, Silverberg. I'm liking these lines. I like these lines a lot. I really do. I said it before, but I mean the defense has changed a little bit. I'm going to move him up here. That way we have a good offensive combo right here. We got a like two-way defender with a defensive defenseman combo right here. I like it. I like it a lot. And then we got a defensive defenseman combo on the back end. 6'7" Jamie Alexiak back there. You know, it's all good. It's all good. And then goalies, obviously that hasn't changed either. So, what do we got next? So, I was going to put our AHL forwards that we don't really know the potential of. I was going to put them on our roster for the preseason. But then I looked and we actually don't have any. We have no players that we don't know the... Oh, 10-1 win. Oh, man. Yeah, we don't have any players that we don't know the overall... Not the overall, the potential of. We have a 3-bar potential for everybody. In the AHL and in here. So, I'm just going to sim to the last game. And then, like I said I was going to, we'll do the unveiling of our new alternate jersey. And then we'll call it an episode there. So let's see. We're at the last game right here. 4-2. against the Vancouver Canucks. Let's see how this goes. We're going to simulate the first and second period, and then we're going to play like the last 5 or so minutes of the third. So let's see what we got. Vancouver, 1-0. Oh, we tied it back. Nicklas Backstrom. Let's go. ×8 simulation. 1-1 game in the preseason. Brock Boeser scores on Fleury. Alright, can we come back and tie the game? With our new alternate jerseys, I know I still, they're not technically wearing it right now because it's simming, but James Vance, 2-2. You know what? Just to make it good, we're going to go in the 10-minute mark right now. Well, 11-minute mark. And you know what? Let's see how it goes. Alright, rocking our new alternate jerseys here against the Vancouver Canucks. 10 minutes left in the third. Tie game 2-2. Let's see how this goes. Nicklas Backstrom wins the puck. Falk gets it. Passes it over to James Vance. Skates it into the zone. James Vance loses the puck on the deke. Oh man, that 88 overall still can't deke very well, I guess. Passes it over. And he scores. Godolbin. Oh man, Fleury can't get to that one, I guess. Our mascot is not too happy about it. And we win the puck. Caricula over to Anderson. Gives it to Manson. Back to Anderson. Back to Manson. Over to Fost. Gives it to Caricula. Gives it to Caricula. Ooh. Oh, Caricula almost had a nice deke right there. That would have been a nice move. Panarin shoots it. Nice save by Fleury. We win the puck. Over to Alexiak. Over to, I don't know why our defensive defensemen are out when we need a goal. Oh man. I don't know why we had our defensive defenseman out when we're down by a goal. And they have the empty net goal to put the game away. Oh well, the unveiling of our new alternate jerseys didn't go as planned. They won 4-2. I'm just going to exit out the game right now. And in the preseason, our team really did come together. Our first line killing the game, at least a point per game for all 3 of them. Justin Falk at the defenseman even got a point per game. Granlund on the second line got a point per game. Caricula on the third line got 5 points in 7 games. The rookie, Antti Caricula, welcome to the NHL once again. Duchesne got 6 points. I like how we played in the preseason. It just seems that our negative players are Adam Lowry and Brock McGinn on the 4th line. So I can't really complain about that. If anything, we might just make a little trade or something to give our 4th line a boost, because Brock McGinn really isn't the best player. How did our goalies do? Let's see here. Wrong button right there. Goalies. Grubauer with 1 win. Fleury 3-3. Okay. Fleury isn't playing the best hockey that he ever has. Really not bad, not too good at all for Marc-Andre Fleury. What's his overall? Still an 87? I don't know. It looks like a bad idea getting Fleury. Grubauer might have been the better option for our starting position, but we'll see how it pans out. But we're going to call that an episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll start the next year 2020, in the next episode. See you guys later.